Alright, so what we're doing here? What are we doing? Yeah, my city Skylines is really fucking broken and it's really pissing me off. So I got back into it recently and I started playing the traffic scenario because that's the kind of stuff that I like to play with is roads and traffic stuff. That's the big draw of this game for me. And at some point while I was playing that, I started getting all kinds of errors when I would load up the game. It would even occasionally give me an error when it tried to autosave. And I kind of wanted to blame some of the new mods that I had installed for doing things with roads and networks. But when I looked at the comments for those mods in the Steam Workshop, nobody else was complaining. So I was kind of thinking, you know, I'll probably need to just start disabling mods and trying to see if I can figure it out. And I don't want to do that. So the first thing I did, instead of disabling all my mods and trying to fix my traffic scenario save, I got a map called Tampere off of the workshop and decided to start playing with it. So that's what I'm playing with. And this quick save here, this quick save will load with errors. This quick save here should load without an error. But right now, I think I'm going to hit cancel. This autosave is 4 hours newer. What? That's weird because Alright, so I need to figure out which one of these quick saves is actually good. So let's go ahead and load our 2:12 a.m. We'll see if I get the 10 errors. Okay, so here we go. The 212 is the one that gives us an error. And there should be 10 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful. Quit the main menu. Alright, let's go to our mods. And the mods listing mod, what I'm going to do is 2021 TS1 no error. The TS is for troubleshooting. And we're going to apply this on game restart and try the 212 save again. And you gotta restart your game to do this stuff. Alright, we've restarted the game. Going to Content Manager and Mods, and as you can see, I've disabled a whole bunch of mods. I tried to keep all of the road mods are still activated, enabled. Error reporting mod is still enabled because otherwise I won't get those errors. Harmony is enabled because I'm not sure if any of the road ones require it. They probably do. What was that? Loading screen mod, gotta have that. Mods listing, gotta have that, because that's what I'm using to save these mod profiles. So the TS1 no error save is, that's the one that I've got now that has a whole bunch of my mods disabled. Network extensions, Node Controller renewal, and of course Traffic Manager President Edition. There's no way I'll play this game without that. Ultimate Eye Candy. I thought this was the one that would stop it from looking terrible, but it's not. It's another mod somewhere. Unified UI, that's for the road stuff. Alright, so now let's load our 2:12 a.m. See what happens. Alright, so here we are loaded into our 2:12 save, and one of the symptoms of my broken game save is that all the intersections that I made adjustments to would be broken, and I would need to click on them to reset them. What I mean by that is the node controller stuff. So, for instance, this shouldn't change when I click on it, and it doesn't. If the save were broken, as far as what I'm trying to troubleshoot, yeah. And actually, now that I'm in here, these custom highways that I'm using, I should get a screenshot of this stuff, because all these highway pieces are supposed to be bridges, right? That's how I get the lighter concrete texture instead of the darker asphalt texture. And if I had my picker tool I could prove it, but I don't. What is this? Oh, that's Ultimate Eye Candy. Okay. Where's the first part? Here. Specifically here. This is the concrete texture because it's got lines in between sections of concrete. Okay? And this transition piece here, from 2 to 3, right? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Well, what is this piece? It's a node. So it's custom node. What if I change this? Yeah, if I change it to middle, it gets rid of the asphalt. Huh. Well, why was that changed? Well, these lanes aren't actually changing, so that's fine. Is this a node? Yeah, this is a node. I had this changed before. Oh, because I added this other ramp here. Now I don't need to change the lane math because it's 2 lanes out here. Then we got 3 for this one coming on. Then over here we've got this exit lane. So this, after this exit lane, is where I changed back to 2. Alright. So this piece here, when we change it to that other one, it's not going to just disappear like that one did. Well, I guess it does, but there's no like, there's no nice transition now. So and that's what bend looks like. Stretched looks just like bend. So that's default there. Okay, let's. All right. So by default, you can see what they do. This is a bridge piece, but it doesn't have the bridge texture. It's got the elevated texture. Let's see here. They're in the 4 tab. Oh, what's this? Those are some mods I subscribed to the last time I was playing, I guess, and I just didn't notice that they come in a completely new tab. Where's my empty space for testing? Here. This is where I was testing roads. Alright, so the US road project, that's what I'm using. So normal, unmodded, straight. Let's turn off curve just because, why not? Ah, it sucks without the precision mod. We'll get that back though. So there's the ground. There's the elevated. And there's the bridge. So just so you can see, this is what I'm talking about. The ground has an asphalt texture, elevated has an asphalt texture, the bridge has a concrete texture. And that's what I like. I want my raised pieces to have that concrete texture instead of asphalt, instead of you know what I'm saying? These transition pieces, when they're bridged, it just what is this? This is 2-lane. So what I can do... You idiot. Get out of the bulldozer tool first. And then upgrade this. Gotta turn on Anarchy, I guess. Upgrade that to ground. You can see it's the asphalt texture. Go to elevated. It looks just like it did before. Upgrade to bridge. What? What? Was that the way it was before? I'm not sure. So that is... wrong key. So that is not 3, it's 3E, right? Yeah, that's not going to change, even if I just do 3. Yeah, so again, the transition piece doesn't have concrete like it should. Anyway, this isn't why I started recording these videos. I started recording these videos because I need to figure out which mod is breaking my games. Okay, so my wonderful headset decided to screw up here, and well, none of the buttons in the game were working at this point, so I just decided to try to load the game to see if that would even work. Okay, I know about this error. So I'm not getting any errors. That's good. My intersections look okay. They're not broken. Let's go back to the menu. Probably gonna have to restart the game by killing it in Task Manager. I've never had this happen before, where none of these buttons work. Well, that works. Oh. Credits works. Can't exit the game though. Fuck you, Chirpy. Alright, let's go look at the mods. We'll just enable some mods, and I'll do 4 at a time. See if we get any errors. Let's load our 2112. 212. Alright, first 4 mods and no errors. The intersections look good. Let's go back to the main menu. We'll see if we can get into the content manager. Yay! It works! So there's 4 more mods activated, and we'll restart the game. So I've got 8 mods loaded up, and we'll go ahead and load our 212. Alright, we got 8 mods loaded and no errors. Check my FPS. It's typical. Intersections are still looking good. If I click on this, they won't change. At some point, when we get to area, you'll see that my intersections are messed up and they change back when I click on them. Right, content manager, mods. We'll enable the next 4 mods. And restart the game. Alright, 12 mods, let's load up our 212. Well, well, well. Are we lucky or what? Getting these errors so early in the mod list. Ten errors. So let's go look at the intersections. And you can see that the lines aren't matching up. Lines were made with the marking tool, intersection marking tool. So it shouldn't be the automatic pedestrian bridge builder, but when I click on that, you can see it snaps right back to where it should be. And when I say where it should be, I mean how I had them set originally. All the adjustments that I had made. That node should probably be moved. At this point, I'm still suspicious of the automatic pedestrian bridge builder thing, but that ends up not being the problem. And it shouldn't be, considering that they're all in that same unified user interface. They should work together with no problems. Let's go ahead and go back to the main menu here. Let's go to the content manager and mods. And we're going to disable the automatic pedestrian bridge. That's the first suspect mod. And restart the game. So now we've got the minimal mod set, plus a few mods, minus the pedestrian bridge builder. We'll load our 212 and see what happens. Well, see, I thought it was going to be that, but it's not the pedestrian bridge builder. You see here the intersections are messed up, which is expected when we get the errors. Content manager mods. It's not the pedestrian bridge builder. Automatic bulldozer is next. Disabled and restart the game. So we're testing automatic bulldoze here. The pedestrian bridge is still turned off just in case. So let's load our 212. So it's not the automatic bulldoze. And you can see the intersections are messed up. Exactly what we expect. Mods. And auto line color is the next one to disable and see if that has an effect. Restart the game. Alright, so let's load up our 212. Alright, it's not that one. So yeah, the intersections are still messed up. It shouldn't have been automatic line recolor anyway. I don't really do anything with it, but it's nice to have once you start getting public transport lines, so you don't have to manually set the line colors. That's weird. Why didn't I turn that one off earlier? Did I lose count? I don't really need that one. I should have had that disabled from the start. I'm not going to turn off automatic repair. Alright, let's try building Anarchy and restart the game. Alright, let's go look at the mods. The Building Anarchy is the one we're testing now. Let's load our 212. Well, so it must be Building Anarchy. We've got no errors. Still gotta do a little bit more testing to figure this out. Just updating my notes. Does the Steam overlay get recorded? And scrolling is broken in this overlay. So, it hasn't been updated in quite a few years. That's not great. There's all kinds of stuff this mod lets you do. Just not sure if there's an alternative for it. Yeah, the intersections look good. Got some buildings overlapping, but I didn't move those. I got some other buildings that I did actually move. Yeah, so like these here, they're not overlapping a road though. And then these two, again, they're not overlapping a road. None of the buildings that I moved are overlapping with a road. So I wouldn't think anything related to moving the buildings would interfere with the roads. I'll try a couple other things. Let's go back to the main menu. We'll go ahead and activate Find It and Move It. And anything else that I might need to plop buildings and move them. we need to find it. And we definitely need to move it. I really want to get back to mod that makes my game not look like crap, though. You know what? I think I'll just go to Mod Manager, and we'll just load up everything. And restart the game. I mean, since I kind of know what it is, so let's go back into our mods. Now I've got all the mods are enabled again that I usually play with, and we're going to find Building Anarchy and disable Building Anarchy. What? Why did it open that? What? The options button's open my graphics settings. That's weird. And I thought I had a mod that alphabetized everything, so that's weird. Looks like Building Anarchy is just broken in general, since that options button doesn't work. Should it even have an options button? I don't know. All the other options buttons are working properly. Building Anarchy just opens the window to whatever you last looked at. I don't know what's going on here. I think Building Anarchy is just broken in general. So, disable broken Anarchy, and let's load our 212. There we go. We're back in overlay mode because of another mod, but it doesn't bother me that much. And my game doesn't look like crap. Intersections are looking okay. Lines are all lined up. They don't change when I click on them. And everything's looking okay, and I didn't get any errors. All these intersections or whatever nodes, they all look good too. This highway came with the map, and they all look like crap. So these were the first things I changed before I even started building. They just really bothered me with how bad they looked. Didn't bother fixing that piece though. So, when you first load a game with all these mods, with Building Anarchy and the Node Controller, you're not going to get any errors. You have to play the game for a while and actually do stuff before you end up getting the errors. Now this one building here next to the football field, that's one that I like meticulously placed. I think it was called Field House. There's a couple of buildings and props that I placed with regards to this little school complex. But for some reason I'm focused on this field house one, and I don't remember why. I'm re-recording this audio because my headset's screwed up. So I guess I'm just seeing if I can place it anywhere I want without building anarchy, and it seems to work fine. But I know I had building anarchy for some reason. I just can't remember why right now. It did give you some more options that you could toggle on and off for placing buildings. And I don't think there's an alternative for it. So I think that really does it for the testing here. I mean, building anarchy in combination with Node Controller seems to be what my problem was, giving me all the errors when I loaded into the game again, and then having to click on all my intersections to reapply the settings from Node Controller. And here I'm just playing with moving these buildings around to see if I can clean up some of the jankiness that I see here. And now you can see what the problem is with that bridge transition to ground. It just doesn't quite line up right, and the buildings are just filling in the concrete. The concrete fill isn't the problem. Go back to the main menu. We'll go back to the troubleshooting step 1 mod list and turn on building anarchy. And if that gets an error, we'll turn off the node controller and see if it's the combination or just one. Just building anarchy. So mods listing, there's our troubleshooting step 1. And we'll apply and restart the game. So now we're going to turn on building anarchy. And we'll load our 212. And here we go. What? I thought it was 10, but whatever. The intersections are messed up. Let's go back to the main menu. And we'll disable some other mods. See if it's just the building anarchy. I've got a feeling that it's a combination of building anarchy and node controller, but let's find out. Okay, we turn off node controller and restart the game. I forgot to start recording when I first loaded the game, but whatever. So we got minimal mod set, building anarchy is turned on, node controller is turned off. Well, no error. So it seems to be the combination of Node Controller and Building Anarchy. I didn't think it would be the combination, but apparently it is. The intersections look okay, even without Node Controller enabled. I mean, the lines aren't messed up, but the nodes the nodes aren't adjusted, obviously, because I don't have Node Controller enabled. So yeah, you can't move the nodes to straighten out some of the lines. But I think we've nailed down the issue, though. It's Building Anarchy and Node Controller together. And you have to play the game for a while before you'll start getting errors. I don't know how long, because I'm on in this city I'm up to 6,000 population before I got the error. But when I was playing the traffic scenario, I mean, there were like 30,000 people, I think, roughly, when you start that. And I'd still, with that, I didn't get it for a while. I beat the scenario before I started getting the errors. And I'm just now noticing down at the lower left, the unified user interface thing is showing up even when we're in the main menu. But basically, this is the end of the video. Building Anarchy and Node Controller combined pretty much confirmed that's the issue for me. Because we had Building Anarchy on and Node Controllers off. But those two mods together, eh. And again, it doesn't happen when you immediately load a game or start a game. You have to play it for a while, and eventually you'll probably get errors just like I do. I do have an extended error reporting mod, I think. I think that's what it's called, but I don't show that while I'm recording because I didn't think of that at the time. So I don't know if this is something that can be fixed within the Node Controller mod, but I think I've pretty well nailed down what the issue is here.